back at it again. This is the last point of view that I'm technically filming today because it is the same day. I'm kind of weird like that. I'm probably actually going to do more because I'm a fun person. Just kidding, no, I'm not. But I meant to get a drink before I started this video. So you're going to have to watch me get a drink because my throat hurts. Not sponsored by Sunkist, but this is pretty good. It's a new watermelon lemonade. Very delicious. Chopstick is not working my favor right now. I sized my old truck sputters for gas. I was almost halfway up to Pennsylvania and I had to stop for gas again. I was also exhausted, so I decided to pull into a gas station, parking and laying down for a quick cat nap. I wasn't asleep long before someone knocked on my window. It was a cop, and I rolled my window down to talk to him. Can I help you, sir? Is there a reason you're parked here? Yes. That's not actually how he said it. He's probably like, yeah, I'm here to take a quick nap before I continue driving. Alright, could I see a license? Sure thing, officer. I pulled my wallet out. I handed the cop my license as he looks at it. Alright, why did you stop here of all places? I was gonna get some gas in the morning. I was pretty tired when I pulled in. Cop nods, handing me my license. You have a good night, sir. Get plenty of rest before driving again. I support the blue. I back the blue, but I feel like that was kind of pointless. I nod to him, putting my license back and rolling my window up again. At about 5 o'clock, I was waking up again and pulling closer to the pump to get gas. I paid for a full tank before continuing my drive to Pennsylvania. I finally crossed the state border, smiling to myself. I won't have to mail Zoe a card. I'm already close. Sorry, I just told my friend that sometimes I count in French when I get bored. I made it up to 30. Except I couldn't remember what 30 was. And he was like, that's so real, I do it too. So that's kind of funny. He's like, I do random stuff all the time. I can't help it. That's really funny. Besides, her birthday was today, and I was excited to see her and Lizzie and Crystal and Francis and Wade. I finally was pulling into Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay, I think we get it. I feel like we should take it out because we know where you're going at this point. Hopefully they hadn't moved, but I doubt they did. Francis once told me they had one of the lowest incomes in the neighborhood. I pull into the driveway and take a deep breath. Francis, you be making stuff up, brother. You be making stuff up. And what? I haven't seen Zoe since she was about 12. She would definitely have grown and become a beautiful young woman by now. I got down on my old truck, walking to the door and ringing the bell. I was super nervous, and I don't even know why. Crystal opened the door, and she looked fantastic. Her blonde hair was a bit messy, but I remember her parents always getting on her to present herself more ladylike. I couldn't help but smile as I hugged her. Dad, it's been so long. I know, is Zoe here? Bill is Francis's dad. That's not canon, that's me and my sister's lore. Just like Zoe and Francis actually being kids. That's not that's not canon either. That's me and my sister's lore. But, okay. I know, is Zoe here? Yeah, she's inside. Come on in. Crystal welcomed me into their house, and I saw the inside was terrible. The wallpaper was cracked near the ceiling, and the floorboards were uneven. I made my way to the kitchen, and Zoe flung herself at me. Grandpa! I hugged her tight. She was beautiful. Whoever earned her heart, not her right, her heart, would be a lucky man. Zoe, it's been too long. She pulled away from me and looked into my eyes. She had her mom's beautiful emerald green eyes, and she was lucky to have her mom's face shape, but she got the dark hair from Francis. I'm kind of doing the math. I thought Crystal's eyes were blue. So we're gonna take a trip on our favorite rocket ship. I don't own Little Einsteins either. I don't own a lot of things. I say stuff, I try to make references because low-key they're relatable, I guess you could say. And they're funny, and hopefully my followers understand them. Oh god, I'm not even tired. It's like every time I go to yawn, I can't. So we're gonna go back to POV 2. POV Francis. That's Lewis. sorry. Sometimes I'm stupid. I feel really bad. Okay. So I guess he never mentioned the color of Crystal's eyes. That must have just been my own problem, because I thought for sure that Crystal's eyes were blue. I'm scrolling back to where I was in Bill's point of view. I'm about to find where I highlighted. Okay. So everyone is always like, oh, she's got her mom's eyes. I thought her mom's eyes were blue, but I guess they're not. Oh wow, you've grown so much, I laugh. I remember when you were barely taller than the table. Haha, Zoe smiles. I've missed you so much, Grandpa. How have you been? I already told you I've been good, I laugh, but I'm going to get my knee looked at and probably apply for retirement. The fun stuff. Apply for retirement. That's not something I would think I would say, but I guess I did. Zoe nods. You should take some time for yourself. You've honorably served and were discharged because of your knee. Oh, you should come live with us. I glance over at Crystal, who nods excitedly. That was the plan. Crystal smiles. We would love to have you. Oh, and I'll help you get your stuff. Did you need anything carried in? I shake my head. I'll get it myself. There wasn't much anyways. Where do you guys want me to sleep? They say oh a lot. Right upstairs, last room on the left. I nod, turning back to Zoe. Lizzie stood behind her and I smiled at her too. Do you girls want to help me get the rest of my stuff out of the truck? It's not heavy and won't take long. They both nod, following me back outside as I hand them a few suitcases. Where is Wade? Where is Wade? He is the man of the house right now while Francis is gone. Why isn't he helping? Lizzie looked a lot like her sister, and they were both beautiful young women. We should go get ice cream or something. We have a lot of catching up to do, the three of us. Lizzie smiles. I don't mind. How about you, Zoe? She nods. I would love that. I'll pay. No, it's my treat. I insist. I suppose we can bring Wade along if he wants to go. I'll go get him. Lizzie chirps, running inside. Wade is kind of gross. I don't like him a whole lot. I smile. Crystal did a good job raising these kids. I know Francis was absent a lot. So, actually, fun fact, I'm going to drop some more here. Originally, Zoe was going to have two older twins as well. Alex and Stephanie. Alex was going to go into the military and Stephanie was going to kind of like elope with a boy. But I think I deleted them, and I don't really know why. I had no reason to. I think I just didn't like the idea of them having so many kids, but then low-key living in poverty. Like, I don't know. I didn't think it would match the scene very well. But she used to have two siblings. I think Alex might make a cameo or something somewhere in here. Grandpa, Dad's been awful lately, Zoe says, turning to me. He's always in a bad mood and he's always yelling. He's abusive to Mom, and I think she has depression. Maybe things that are worse. I sigh. I'll put a stop to it. Grandpa, it's not your job. Then whose is it? She shrugs. I always thought Wade would help, or I always thought Wade should help stand up for his own mother. Instead, he just lays around the house like a whale, and he doesn't do anything good. He's kind of awful. It's okay. He just hasn't had a reason to get up and get his act together. I promise you, I'll put him to good use. Yeah, boot camp his butt. Wade and Lizzie are downstairs when Zoe and I carry my bags inside, and he smiles at me. Hey, Grandpa, how have you been? Good, how about you? I've been good, thanks. He sat at the table, using his fingers to comb through his hair. Zoe shows me to the room, offering to help me unpack later. I tell her I'll be fine, and we go back downstairs. I pile up into the truck with my grandkids, and we head to the ice cream palace. That is mine, and if it's not mine, it was supposed to be mine. Let me explain. I make these names up for these cute little companies, and then I Google them, and I find out they've already been made. They're already real. So the ice cream palace, for me, it happened because it was a typo, and I just let it roll. I thought it was cute. An ancient place where people went to get their favorite sundaes and ice creams daily. I don't know why you would go get ice cream daily, especially if you're lactose intolerant, but let Bill think what he wants. We've got, like, I think either pre-boomer or boomer there. We sit at a table and the waitress comes over with a smile. Here's the menu. Let me know when you're ready to order. And with that, she walked away. Lizzie smiled. I went the usual, a large Neapolitan shake. I smiled too. Well, I'm glad you added what your usual is. I haven't been here long enough to figure it out. Zoe smiles too, but Wade looks out of it. I smiled. I'm trying to start a conversation. I know it's going to be hard to form a bond with him, especially since he was already 19. Hey Wade, what do you want? He shrugs. Just a chocolate shake. Small's fine. I nod. Hey kid, I'm sorry I haven't been around as much as I used to be. I tried calling, but you never answered. And when I did call, somehow you remember at home. Wade nods. Yeah, it's okay. You had stuff to do. Important stuff. I'm just not into it. I'm trying to get my life together so I can move out. You think you're moving out? Buddy, what? and leave us. Zoe sounded more than just angry. She sounded hurt. I knew I would have feelings for you, but I also knew Wade needed to hear how Zoe was feeling. Wade, do you not hear how Dad treats everyone? Do you not care that poor Lizzie has to listen to those fights every single night, or that Dad treats her awful because she's not old enough to move out? Oh yeah, Zoe's 18 now. Wade was silent, and I stared at the menu. I didn't think it was time to intervene quite yet. I think I'm gonna give you a shake too. Twist didn't sound too bad. That's not me. But I have to look. I forget what a twist is, so I'm gonna show you guys. I have, once when I went through like my art stuff, I showed you guys, if you watch those videos, there's like a tour through my sketchbooks or whatever. I showed you guys menus I made for the characters. And there were 3 lovely menus. And now I'm gonna have to put these back. I'm a little bit sad, but I'm really excited. These are one of my best works, to be real with you. We made one for Pizza Planetarium, which is not very that important. And then I've got one for the burger tank itself, which kind of sucks. Oh, this is like a dinner box from McDonald's. I painted these, but my the pride and joy, to be honest, is my ice cream palace menu. The ice creams are so cute, and I did such a good job. I'm so happy with it. But a twist, I don't know what a twist is. It doesn't say. I think it's just kind of like two flavors twisted, obviously, but it doesn't say, and it makes me sad. But it is on the menu. Their prices are somewhat ridiculous. Like for a large, $6.95. At McDonald's, you can get a milkshake for less than $6. Hardly any different, but gotta cut me some slack. But so he's gonna get a choice probably. Wade, do you know how many times I've had to be there just so Mom didn't get hit? You know as well as I do that she doesn't deserve that, and neither does Lizzie. Why should she suffer because she was born at the wrong time? I'm sorry, Zoe. Wade finally mumbles. I'm scared of him. He's always... No, it's not funny. You should not be scared of your parents. That's not cool. If you are scared of your parents, seek help from, like, people who can help get you out of there, or, like, take them away. Being scared of your parents actually isn't funny. I feel like it was the way I executed it that made it funny. That is not actually a funny scenario, though. Don't get me wrong. He's always been scary since I was a little boy. That's why I tried to avoid him and why I'm trying to get out of there. Also, I don't want anyone to think I'm fake. I would laugh at a fictional character who's kind of scared of their parents in this situation. Like, this, I would laugh because, like, I know Wade, he's kind of a dumb character. Like, I know the context behind it. I would laugh at a fictional character like Wade and my execution of him saying I'm scared of him. That was what was funny to me. Please do not think that I'm a fake person and just, like, switched up so I could look good. I genuinely don't support, like, child abuse and stuff. If you are being abused, you do need to seek help. Like I said, I don't know how to put, like, edits on the screen or whatever, and I guess maybe this makes me a bad person. I'm low-key too lazy to put it in the description of the videos, but if you just Google it, it will give you a helpline right immediately. So if you really are in danger, Google a helpline and get out of there. If you can, because I know some domestic abuse cases you can't leave, but I don't find it actually funny. I do support getting out of there if you can and helping victims. I don't laugh at them in real life, but I laughed because my execution was kind of funny. I feel really bad about laughing now, but I'm not gonna lie, the execution of the I'm scared of him was kind of funny and definitely, I guess, took the edge off. And take them with you. Zoe's voice was low, she had tears in her eyes. I'll take them when I get out of college, but I can't take Lizzie, unfortunately. I just don't want them around him while I'm gone. Now this conversation makes no sense, to be honest. Like, take them where? Take them with who? What? You don't have anywhere to live, Zoe. I can't take them either, Zoe. Wait, I know, Zoe, but I don't have anywhere to take them to. I don't even have somewhere to take myself. Zoe looks at the menu. I nudge her gently. Hey, what are you getting? She sighs. I'll just do a shake. I don't care which one. I know Zoe's a huge chocolate fan, so maybe it'll cheer her up. When the waitress returns, I smile at her, ordering our milkshakes. I got a large for everyone who doesn't like milkshakes. Zoe and Wade seem upset, and Lizzie awkwardly searches around, mixing the flavors. Besides your father, how have you guys been? Zoe smiles weakly. I get a full-ride scholarship to any college of my choice. I'll be going to wherever Lacey chooses. She's my friend. I remember her. How about you, Wade? He shrugs. I'm not doing much. Just trying to find another stable job. What do you mean another stable job? Zoe asks before I could even ask him where he works. I work in the mornings at a little cafe. I haven't told anyone because I don't need people swarming me for money. Bro acts like he's a celebrity. I don't need people swarming me for money, as if anybody really cares. Like, Zoe's had her job. People knew about it for a while now. Wow, okay. We're a family. We're in this together. I share my money. Had I known that you were making your own money, I would have kept it to myself. Wade shrugs. I didn't use any of the money you would try to give me to buy things. I don't know. I just felt wrong. If you want a pack, I'll give it to you. Why wouldn't you just say no and give it back? Surprisingly, Zoe said no. Wade, we're in this together. If you manage to get a place, I'll stay with you, and we can get Mom and Lizzie out of the household. Then when Mom actually manages to leave Dad, we can leave her to herself. Zoe, she's not going to leave him. I finally intervened, but it wasn't the way I had originally thought I would have to. I'm not on his side, but he is my son. I know him. He's got that poor woman wrapped around his finger, and that isn't how Martha and I raised him. Martha was my wife, and she was reported MIA when she was called back into service. She was the mother of Francis and Barney, and I miss her every day. I think it's important to mention to anybody who has served or knows someone who served, if you're watching this video, I do thank you for your service. Without you guys, this country wouldn't be as great as it is. So thank you all for your service, and a moment of prayer for the ones who are MIA, and prisoners of war, and those who didn't get to come back home. I feel terrible for their families because that's very traumatic, and I feel bad for them because some of them have like a whole life ahead of them. So just, I hope they have the strength to, I hope the family have the strength to carry on after the trauma, and if they did survive as well, I hope they have the strength to carry on as well. Amen. Back to the book. I stopped wearing my ring, but I wasn't interested in looking for another woman. I'm 64. Who wants to date an old man? Plenty of people, Bill. Plenty of people. But that's beyond the point. Besides, I've lived my life and I'm happy where I am now. Maybe not, but he's awful. Lizzie finally speaks. I want to be with you guys. Zoe smiles. You will be, I promise. We'll take care of you. It's our job. It's my job, because Wade doesn't do crap. Lizzie smiles. The rest of the time we drink our milkshakes goes well, and soon we're heading back home. Zoe and Wade apologized to each other. Neither knew the other one's side of the story. When we finally made it home, Francis was there, yelling at Crystal. I specifically requested for you to have something ready for me to eat, and what's this? You don't have anything. Francis, I didn't want you to not be hungry or not want what I made, so I waited for you so you could pick what you felt like eating. We'll make something. Hey, I yell, and Francis jumps, nearly out of his skin. Crystal looked away, and it looked like she was smiling to herself. We don't talk to women that way, Francis. Is that how you were raised? He turns to me ashamed. No, sir. Then why are you behaving like that? He stays quiet, and I caught Zoe looking over at Wade. Wade was a lot like his father, but I could see why he would be scared. Finally, Francis said, I don't know, Dad. Do you hit her? Zoe winces, and I know it's a rough subject. When Zoe loves, she loves hard. She would walk through hell and back for someone she loved. Crystal refused to look at any of us, and Lizzie went upstairs to her room. Finally, Francis admits, sometimes, only when she deserves it. No, that's not okay. Never. There's never a time when somebody deserves to be hit. Unless they hit you first, then I suppose it is okay. But does a woman ever deserve to be hit, though? I demand. Were you raised that way? No, sir, and no, sir. Then why do you do it? I don't know. Well, listen here, kid. I grabbed him by his shirt collar. He's a man now. I'm legally allowed to deck him. You go, Bill. Sure, I could get in trouble, but I'm his dad. He wouldn't call the police or anything. If I ever catch you abusing her again in any form, I will deck you right then and there. Are we clear? Yes, sir. Francis's eyes were wide in fear. He had his mother's dark brown eyes. It's a shame he didn't inherit her loving heart. That, I believe, Barney did. Yes, Barney did. He's a king, and I don't think he's mentioned. He's like low-key, not important, but he also is. He was. Originally, he was important. That's why he's brought up, but I don't think he gets much stage time. Good. I released him and asked Crystal if she's okay, and she nods. Francis left, but I was okay with that, and I saw what Zoe meant. I think Barney also comes from the White Lie series, which would probably also have to be linked down below. It's in Lewis's video, so, I mean, if you're watching this, you probably already watched Lewis's point of view, and if you didn't, you might be a little bit, like, behind. That's it for Bill's point of view, though. I hope to see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.